What's going on, guys? Your boy Rome is back again with another video. Yes, we're back again just for you guys. Welcome to He Smells Like Rome. For those who just are watching my channel for the first time, my name is Rome Leggets, and this is He Smells Like Rome. We talk about these fragrances here. We talk about luxury, hard to find fragrances, ones that are not hyped, and something that's going to give you some type of conversation when you walk past someone, especially when they've never smelled a luxury niche fragrance. If that is the type of content you're looking for, if that's the type of fragrance you're looking for, please subscribe to the channel. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends, and comment down below what you liked about the video. All right? For those who've been following me for a long time, I know y'all my peoples, my smells it guys. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I know y'all my peoples. All right, we're gonna get right into it. All right, so if you're confused about what this video is gonna be about, it's just me telling you how much I love fragrance reviewers, and I wanted to give props, flowers to my favorite fragrance reviewers. Just as a fragrance reviewer, as a content creator, I do still watch and enjoy watching fragrance reviewers. And I wanted to share with you guys who are my favorites I'm watching currently and have been watching for years. All right, so with that said, this is not a popularity contest. This is not me slighting anyone else, saying that just because they're not on my list that they're not, great fragrance reviewers. No, these are just the people that resonate with me, the ones that I enjoy watching. And some of these people are key parts of why my channel is still running, giving me good advice, supporting my channel, watching my videos, sharing my videos. And not just that, some of these people have no idea who I am. I just enjoy their fragrance reviews. So with that said, sit back, relax, put your seatbelt on, let's go for a ride, and let me show you guys who are some of my favorite fragrance reviews. All right? Let's go. I'm in Wonderland when she coming on the boy. I don't care if she take all of mine, like it ain't shit but a dollar sign. All right, first up, my favorite. This is one of my newest favorite fragrance reviewers. She's blown up in the last maybe 4 years. She has just skyrocketed to the top of the fragrance community. So this young lady has blown up on Instagram and also YouTube. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. This is Curly Fragrance. Curly Fragrance is one of my new favorite fragrance reviewers. And the reason why I say she's one of my favorites is because she has so much energy. She is super funny. Not to mention she is drop dead gorgeous. And the fact that she knows that she's gorgeous but is humble at the same time makes it even a better watch for me. She talks about, designer and niche fragrances to what appeals to the people now. And I understand that, a lot of people don't really agree with the top 10s and, all that stuff, but you have to give it to her. She is super entertaining. She's super knowledgeable about the fragrance game. And for someone to start on Instagram as someone that just sprays like crazy to transition to, one of the more popular fragrance reviewers right now in less than 2 years, you got to give her props. So Curly Fragrance, keep doing your thing. What's your name? Your friend's name? Mrs. Fresh, keep doing your thing. You guys are amazing, funny, energetic. I will continue watching your channel. Keep it up. All right. Let's go to the next. Next up is not only a great fragrance reviewer. This guy is a close friend of mine, and he's been doing this, I think, a little longer than me, maybe 2 years longer than I have been doing. I've been doing this 10 years, and this guy is notorious for designer fragrances. And I'm not really big on designer fragrances, but what I do love about his channel is that he creates, characters. He's not one to care about what other people think about him or his channel. He gives it raw. And if you're looking for a discount on fragrances, this is the guy to go to, because he is not paying retail for anything. I'm talking about my man from Canada, my man Chad. Y'all know him as The Gentleman's Journey. That's my guy. I really enjoy Chad's channel because I like how he can make fun of himself and also poke fun of other people without insulting them to a degree. I also like the fact that he is one that is really heavily committed to keeping the fragrance community intact as an actual family. And he's one of the first people to put the idea of introducing new fragrance reviewers to YouTube. And back in the day, he used to do that. I think he did it maybe 3 or 4 times. I was actually on his channel as like one of the freshman fragrance reviewers when I first did it. I think I was probably a year in, and he asked me if I wanted to be part of that collaboration video, which was truly an honor because I was really new and really green, and for him to help me get 200-300 extra subscribers, because this channel was pretty popular back then, even more popular now than it was back then. But his popularity helped launch my channel in the right direction. We've also done collaborations. I can talk about Chad all day. The man's channel is fantastic for if you love designer fragrances, if you love trying to get a little laugh from the characters he creates, and if you look for discounts. Go check out Chad's A Gentleman's Journey. My man, keep doing your thing. Appreciate you. All right, let's go on to the next. Okay, so this next guy is, in my opinion, besides myself, besides me, he is probably the funniest guy on YouTube, in my opinion. Well, I'm not gonna say on YouTube. I'll say in the fragrance community. He curses so much. Profanity is crazy, but I love it because he doesn't curse just to curse. He curses with the idea of bringing the comedy into his fragrance reviews. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Angel. Kuba knows. That guy is one of the best fragrance reviewers. He's come a long way because when he first started, he was the diehard designer. Wouldn't pay for a niche fragrance. I guess he would, but it wouldn't be retail. And now his transition to primarily niche fragrances or clones of niche fragrances, I like his channel because he makes me literally tear up when I'm laughing. I've never had anybody make me laugh as a fragrance reviewer as much as he's done. And he's knowledgeable about the fragrances. He's very confident. I love that confidence he has. And even though YouTube might flag him or whatever the case may be, he still sticks to his craft. He doesn't change it up. So keep doing your thing, my man. That is very inspiring. You're not letting anybody bully you. I don't mind the profanity. It is funny. You was a funny mofo. I ain't gonna lie. I can say if you don't continue doing YouTube, you definitely have a career in comedy. As a stand-up comedian myself, I would say go do some open mics. Guarantee you will blow up. Call me if you need some help with that. All right? Let's go on to the next one. All right, next up is one of the guys that when I first started watching YouTube, he was one of the go-to guys that inspired me when it came to collecting, right? His collection was on a whole nother level compared to anybody I've seen. This guy is also from Maryland. You guys know him as the exclusive guy. He is the one that, to this day, is the only one I know that Roger Dove has done the most interviews with. And I'm talking about Ry Frag 34. Man, if y'all go and watch his channel, you will see some of the most rarest, some of the most expensive, some of the most niche fragrances you've ever laid your eyes on. And what I love about Ryan's channel is there's no editing. There's no, glitz and glam. There's no fluff. And it's just him being passionate about what he loves. And the fact that he can do that without editing or stopping is unheard of. I probably have edited this video that we're watching right now probably 3 or 4 times because I messed up. But yeah, Ryan is very humble. Another guy that wants to keep the fragrance community as a family, never starting any beef, never starting any gossip. He is one that is, just very pleasant, and you guys gotta watch his channel. I'll say this, Ryan, I know you've been absent for a couple of months, But you got to get back on here, man. You got to get back on YouTube, show off some of them new fragrances you got, because I know you're still collecting, even though you might not be shooting any videos right now. But guys, Ryan from Ry Frag 34, got to give him his flowers. Oh man, keep doing your thing. Let's go to the next. All right, guys. The next fragrance reviewer I want to talk to you guys about has one of the newer channels, but just because the channel is new does not mean that she has not blown up. She has, just kind of blown me away by not only her presence, her presentation, her knowledge about fragrances, the way she can pronounce fragrance brands or fragrance creators' names is flawless. And I'm talking about Josephine Rose. I'll put it up here. She is one of my new favorite fragrance reviewers. She has such refined taste when it comes to fragrances. She has a delicate, more elegant approach when it comes to delivering content. And like I said before, hands down, she is the best when it comes to properly pronouncing a fragrance brand or a perfumer or the creator's name, especially if they're from another country. No idea how she does that. I've seen her pronounce something in Italian, something in French, something in I think Swedish, and I blow my mind. I'm like, how is she doing that? Not only is she very good at talking about a fragrance, she has an eclectic collection. It's not everything everyone is talking about is not the most hype fragrances. She is careful when she picks her fragrances out, from what I can tell from watching her videos. And the cherry on top is that she is gorgeous on top of stylish. Have you seen this girl's clothing? Man, she can dress her ass off. So, with that said, Josephine, keep doing your thing. Really love your channel. Let's go to the next one. All right, we're moving right along to the next person I want to give their flowers to, because they definitely deserve it. Talking about, man, how can I describe this guy? Justin Copeland. You guys know him from Stay Fresh Production. Man, okay, so the first time I watched Justin, I didn't even see him. I was watching another video, fragrance review, and it wound up transitioning to his fragrance page. And the first thing I did, and most of us have probably done, is hear his voice. Now, I don't know about y'all, but it sounded like Barry White and I'll Be Sure had a baby. I ain't gonna lie, I was like slightly gay for like 2 seconds, because I was like, oh my God, whose voice is that? I was like, what's going on? I snapped out of it, but I was like, man, I've never heard someone have such a deep presence in their voice, such commanding volume in his voice. I was like, oh, who is this dude? So when I saw him, I just was imagining it's gonna be some 6'7", 275 pound, chopping wood, bearded man. Not Justin, clean cut, probably my size. And I'm like, okay, let's see what the man's talking about. Now, over the years, Justin has continuously gotten better being comfortable on camera. And I can say I have witnessed from the beginning his journey through fragrance reviewing. And I can say without any question, he's one of the funniest, he's one of the most creative. He is one of the fragrance reviewers that I can say tries to come up with different topics, content. He is not going to stay with the same mixture of, the norm. Not only is he a fantastic fragrance reviewer, he is an extraordinary trumpet player. Jazz is one of my favorite genres of music. And the trumpet is probably my second favorite instrument to listen to. So, with that said, my man, keep it up, keep doing your thing. You're killing the game, and I need that next jazz album. Come on, man, for real. We need that music too, bro. And put this one on vinyl. All right. All right, we're moving right along. We keep going. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Like I said, this is out of the norm, but as a content creator, as a fragrance reviewer, we gotta step back and get out of our own world and give thanks to those who helped us, inspired us, and those who have also contributed to, the success of fragrance reviewing. So I thought that this right here is a great opportunity for me to do my part. So with that said, let's talk about the next person. This next guy is the best dressed when it comes to a fragrance reviewer. I mean, I might be close second. I'm a close second. I'm like he here, like he like right here, and then I'm like right here behind him, right? If y'all can see that, I'm like right behind him there. Guy I'm talking about is Daren, the bow tie fragrance guy. One of the most entertaining, smooth, suave characters when it comes to fragrance reviewing. And I don't mean character in a bad way, like he's pretending to be somebody. No. Daren is like the guy that was the top guy in the fraternity, became the CEO for his company, and sold it in sitting in Saint-Tropez on a yacht somewhere. That's the kind of persona he puts off. Very educated, very confident, and when it comes to fragrance reviews, you can see his slight comedic side, but his knowledge of fragrance and his passion for fragrances comes straight through the camera when he's talking about it. And like I said, and like I mentioned before, the man can dress. Suits, casual wear, whatever the case may be, the man is dappered down. So I wanted to give him his props because I made a video a few months ago talking about my struggle, all my struggles with YouTube, understanding how passionate I am about fragrance review. And I spoke to the community and asked questions about, if I'm doing something wrong, why my channel isn't, receiving as much, I guess, how can I say it? People really just wasn't watching my channel as much as they were, 5-6 years ago. I was consistently getting 1,000, 2,000, views every video, and then it just stopped. And I understand fragrance reviewing has changed, but when I put that video out, asking people, hey, give me some ideas, help me understand what am I doing wrong, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Daren was the only person to hit me up. The only person. Now, don't get me wrong. People commented down below, keep your head up, Rome. We support you, and I truly appreciate that. But my email, my phone number, DM, Daren was the only one to say, hey, Rome, hit me up. I got some info for you that might help your channel. The only person that did. And from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate you for that, my brother. And the knowledge that he dropped on me helped my channel significantly. So if you look at some of the content I've put up in the last maybe 2-3 months, you can see those views jumping up a lot more. My subscribers have jumped up a lot more. So not gonna ramble on. I appreciate you, bro. Keep doing your thing. Let's go to the next one. All right, the next gentleman I'm talking about when it comes to fragrance reviewing, this is my brother. This is one guy that I consider to be my brother when it comes to the fragrance family. He's been a supporter of my channel. He's been a fan of my channel for the better part of the last maybe 3-4 years. Consistently supporting, watching, sharing my videos. And don't get me wrong, that's not the reason why I'm putting him on the video. We just have such, you know, a bond when it comes to fragrances. His style and his likes are very similar to mine when it comes to the fragrances that we collect. And for someone to genuinely support your channel without you having to ask them made me aware of where I was lacking. You know, I was asking people to support my channel, but I wasn't supporting a bunch of people's channels. I was probably watching and liking here and there. Now I would watch for viewers, but me commenting on their page would be sporadic. I would never share their videos, and I'm asking people to do that for me. So when he started to show his appreciation for me, it started to bring clarity to what I wasn't doing for, you know, the fragrance community. So he is the reason why, if you look on my Instagram page, I'm shouting out other fragrance reviewers, other content creators, because he has inspired me to do so. Another note, this is another guy that is very straightforward when it comes to fragrance reviewing, very precise when he picks his fragrances. He's a connoisseur of true niche fragrances, and I truly enjoy it. I enjoy everything he does when it comes to fragrances. He's put me on to some fragrances I didn't even know existed, and I'm pretty sure that I've introduced him to a few fragrances also. So, damn, I didn't even say my man's name. I'm talking about Fragrance Journey 1, Rob, my guy. You know who I'm talking about. If you guys don't, I'm talking about Rob. You guys know him. He's a great fragrance reviewer. I can't believe I didn't say his name at the beginning of this. Y'all like, who are you talking about? But once again, Fragrance Journey 1 is his fragrance channel. My man Rob, I truly appreciate you, brother. Keep doing your thing. Keep inspiring, and put those exclusive fragrances out there. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, next up, this young lady, this queen, oh my gosh, she is a breath of fresh air when it comes to the fragrance game. I've never seen someone so energetic, so excited, so ready to tell you what fragrance she picked up. She is one of the newest fragrance reviewers. She's been out probably a little over 2 years and has blown up. I'm talking about Sharita. Oh my gosh, Sharita is one of my favorite fragrance reviewers today. I watch her fragrance review. As soon as she put a notification that she dropped something, I'm at the desk. What you talking about? And majority of the time, she's not even talking to guys. She's talking to females. But what I love about her channel is that she is very into unisex fragrances. She does cater to the females, right? Because I think that's majority who watches her channel. But she doesn't leave the guys out. She definitely showcases unisex fragrances, and she has such a great vibe when it comes to watching her channel. On top of that, she's also gorgeous, man. You can't, I mean, why not sit there and watch a gorgeous, you know, beautiful African American queen? Come on, man. I'm not going to not watch it. Let me tell you something about her channel also that is just her production. When you see the transition from her talking about a note to how it's displayed on the screen, that's some Hollywood movie production right there. I'm like, how'd she do that? I'm looking online like, how is she? My phone, my editing software don't do that. They can't. I don't. That's all right though. That is so unique to me. But yeah, I really truly enjoy Sharita's channel. She just dropped her own exclusive fragrance with Novitus, so go check that out. Keep doing your thing, homegirl. I wish you nothing but success. I know in what I believe is that you will be one of the top fragrance reviewers in the next year if you keep going on how you're doing right now. I have nothing but positive prayers and blessings for your channel and your career. Keep doing your thing. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, it's only 2 people left. that I want to talk about. And this next guy um, is from my home state. Actually, we lived in the same city our entire life. We never even known each other until we met through FragCom. The person I'm talking about is, in my opinion, the guru of fragrance reviewing. Talking about Stephen from Rafessence. Stephen is one of my favorite fragrance reviewers for specific reasons. Stephen is Yoda when it comes to fragrance reviewing, without any doubt. If you want to know something about a note, if you want to know something about a perfumer, he is one of the most knowledgeable people when it comes to this fragrance game. One of the most pleasant and polite people you will ever meet. On top of not just being a pleasant person and a polite person, the man's collection is bananas. Like, y'all think y'all see what he has in the background, you know, in his display, right? Y'all like, oh, that's a lot. No, it's almost like a library of fragrances. I remember meeting Stephen probably about 8 years ago, walking in the streets of Manhattan. He probably will remember this. I was walking to, where was I going? I was going to Oswald. Walked past him. We looked at each other like, hey, do we know each other? That guy looks familiar. Steve, Rome, hey, what's up, man? And he was with another actual perfumer, Vincent from Dream House of Curio. That's another story. But just the fact that we had no intentions of meeting. I'm in New York for vacation. We saw each other, and he could have been a snob. He could have been like, oh, I don't know who this guy is. Stopped. It's 90-degree weather. He shook my hand. Hey, Rome, what's up? How you doing? I'm like, da-da. We having a conversation. And it was super pleasant. He went on his way. I went on my way. But the fact that, you know, at that time, he was the most popular fragrance reviewer in the world. I don't even think there was a Jeremy Fragrance at that time. And his humbleness was just something that I will remember for the rest of my life. One thing about Stephen that cracks me up is I think he does this thing on purpose. I really think, and you guys know this, he uses some of the most confusing words when it comes to fragrance reviewing. Now, confusing means, for me, I went to Snyder High School, so the education there was a little questionable. So when he uses words that I can't pronounce, when he's describing the fragrance, I literally have to stop the video, go to Google or a dictionary and look up the word because I'll be lost. And sometimes I think he do it on purpose. I think he just like, I'm gonna mess somebody up right now. I'm just gonna put a really hard word in here to stump people. I don't know. Maybe that's just because he's highly educated. But it is funny. He still does it to this day. So if you watch his fragrance reviews, I'm pretty sure at some point he's gonna see a word that you probably don't know. But I love that about Stephen. Keep up the great work, Stephen. Can't wait till I can't wait till you reach 1 million subscribers in this fragrance game. You're the man. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, last but not least, y'all know this guy from fragrance reviewing. He's another one that has a unique voice, a unique style, and another person that does not give too, you know what I mean, when it comes to other people's opinions. So I'm talking about Eric. I'm about to mess his name up. I'll put up here somewhere or here. Centrifugal Force. My man from Boston, aka Orlando, Florida. Now, let me give you a little story real quick. Eric was the first fragrance reviewer I've ever watched. He was the first one I've seen on YouTube, and back then, his fragrances were on a just a desk. I think it was one of his dressers for where his clothing were. And I can remember him having probably 40, 50 fragrances. And at that time, I didn't see his face. He didn't show any part of himself. You just heard his voice. And I actually thought it was an Italian guy that lived in Boston. Because I've never heard or seen a black guy that sound like that, right? I've only heard, you know, people from Boston and seen people from that era that were white people. So when I saw his hand, I was like, yo, what? Wait a minute. That don't match. Like I didn't, you know, I wasn't educated enough. Maybe there's a bunch of people in Boston that, you know, are black that speak like that, but he was the first person. And that drew me in even more because not only he had fragrances I've never seen, but his voice and his character was so, you know, mesmerizing. I said, yeah, this guy is, he's legit. I'm definitely going to subscribe to him. And throughout the years, you've seen Eric drop, you know, what are his favorite fragrances. You know, you've seen his collection grow tremendously. And he is one of the people that has put me on to some of the most gorgeous beast mode fragrances. I'll tell you, the first fragrance I've ever purchased from watching his video is this one right here. This was years ago. Duetto. Duetto, I searched and searched for this fragrance because he raved how great it was, how, you know, manly it was, how this was like a rugby team in a bottle. It was, I was like, oh, I gotta get this. And he was not lying. This is a fantastic fragrance. Amongst others, this guy is the truth. He is my favorite fragrance reviewer when it comes to niche fragrances, and truly appreciate everything he's done for the fragrance game. Truly appreciate what all of you guys have done for the fragrance game, and I wanted to give you guys props. Once again, this isn't a slight to anybody that I didn't mention. Half of these people that I mentioned probably don't even know I exist because my channel is nowhere near as popular as theirs. But for those who do watch the channel, you guys are the best in my opinion. Keep up the great work, and I cannot wait to see what's in store for you in the future. God bless in Jesus' name, and like I always say, it's okay if you want to smell like Rome. I'll check you guys out in the next video. Until then, peace.